Let me tell you something uncomfortable but essential. No one is coming. Not your parents, not your friends, not some mentor from the sky. It's a hard truth, but it's the first step to genuine transformation. The sooner you accept that the responsibility is yours, and yours alone, the sooner you gain real power. See, we often fall into this passive waiting game, this psychological trap where we hope that someone will notice us, rescue us, give us the opportunity we think we deserve. But here's the reality. You don't get what you deserve you get what you build. There's something profoundly liberating about that realization. Because it means you don't have to wait anymore. You don't have to beg for a chance. You can create it. You can start from where you are with what you have and shape something meaningful out of it. That's not just motivational fluff. That's personal sovereignty. Philosophically, it means you stop outsourcing responsibility for your suffering and instead transform it into the raw material of your future. The people who win in life aren't the ones who are handed perfect conditions. They're the ones who decided in the middle of chaos, I'm going to build anyway. That decision is where everything begins. Motivation is fleeting. It rises and falls like a wave. One moment it lifts you, the next it abandons you. If you build your life on it, you'll collapse the second it disappears. What you need is discipline. Discipline is structured freedom. It's the framework you create so your potential doesn't stay abstract. It becomes actual. Psychologically, discipline is the mechanism by which chaos is voluntarily constrained. It's how you shape your time, your habits, and your identity into something usable. Most people misunderstand it. They think discipline is punishment, but it's actually the highest form of self-respect. It's the decision to align your daily actions with your deepest values, even when your emotions argue against it. A person who gets up at 4 a.m. every day isn't necessarily more inspired, they're more committed. That's what separates those who dream from those who execute. You want confidence? Keep promises to yourself. You want results? Show up when it's inconvenient. That's where transformation begins, when you choose structure over chaos, when you choose responsibility over comfort. The world doesn't reward potential, it rewards persistence. Build the foundation brick by disciplined brick, and soon enough your consistency becomes your character. The pain you've experienced isn't meaningless, it's instructive. It's not there just to hurt you. It's there to shape you. And the truth is, many people never build anything significant because they spend their lives running from the very thing that could give them the strength to endure. Pain is feedback. It reveals your limits, but more importantly, it shows you where growth is possible, if you're willing to confront it. Think about it psychologically. What you avoid controls you. When you repress your suffering, when you bury the wounds and pretend they're not there, they don't disappear. They become the foundation of unconscious behaviors: fear, hesitation, self-sabotage. But when you face your pain directly, when you sit with it and extract the lesson, it becomes a blueprint. A framework, not for who you were, but for who you can become. Your story, every setback, every betrayal, every heartbreak, carries a message, not just for others, but for you. There is a version of you on the other side of that pain that is more resilient, more focused, and more dangerous to your limitations than you've ever been. So stop hiding from your struggle. Let it build you, not break you. That's where real power begins. Consistency is one of the most underrated forms of greatness. It's not flashy, it's not dramatic, but it's the mechanism through which anything meaningful is built. In fact, consistency is the antidote to chaos. It's how you establish order in a world that constantly pulls you toward distraction, regression, and emotional volatility. And here's the difficult part. Most people only act when they feel like it. But feelings are unreliable. They fluctuate based on environment, energy, even the weather. If your actions are governed by emotion, then your progress will always be unstable. Consistency is a decision to move forward regardless of mood. It's psychological maturity, the refusal to negotiate with weakness. Day by day, brick by brick, you train your nervous system to operate at a higher level, even when no one's clapping, even when no one's watching. And over time, that quiet repetition turns into compound strength. It becomes part of your identity. Talent may open doors, but it's consistency that keeps you in the room. The person who wins is rarely the most gifted. It's the one who refuses to stop showing up. Build that habit, reinforce that rhythm, and eventually, your results won't just be consistent, they'll be inevitable. Before you build anything externally, you have to build something internally. The mind governs every action, every habit, every pattern you repeat, so if your thinking is disorganized, your results will be too. You can't outwork a broken belief system, and that's the critical error so many people make. They chase outcomes while ignoring the mental architecture needed to sustain them. Psychologically speaking, the way you interpret reality determines how you respond to it. If your inner dialogue is poisoned with self, doubt, resentment, or helplessness, then even the best opportunities will feel like threats. Training your mind means examining your assumptions, confronting your patterns, and taking full responsibility for your interpretations. It's not enough to hustle. You have to understand why you're hustling, what you're aiming at, and whether that aim is even worthy of your effort. When your internal framework is aligned, when your values, beliefs, and actions are working in unison, you become dangerous to the mediocrity around you. So speak to yourself with clarity, feed your mind with discipline, truth, and direction, because your outer world will never exceed the structure of your inner world. If you want to build something that lasts, you must first master the blueprint within. At some point, you have to ask yourself what you're actually building. Is it a lifestyle, a collection of things, titles, and curated moments? Or is it a legacy, something rooted, lasting, capable of impacting people long after you're gone? There's a difference. One feeds the ego, the other feeds the soul. A lifestyle is reactive. It changes with trends, social media algorithms, and the validation of others. But a legacy is deliberate. It's built on values, service, and the slow, often unnoticed grind of consistency and character. Psychologically, the pursuit of lifestyle often masks insecurity. It's a distraction from the deeper question, am I living in alignment with what I actually believe? If not, you're constructing a facade, and facades eventually collapse. But when you live for something beyond yourself, when your actions are tied to principle rather than popularity, you begin to build something much stronger. You start thinking in decades, not likes. You start investing in people, not appearances. And that shift changes everything. So build with purpose, build with vision, because the goal isn't just to be successful, it's to be significant. When the spotlight fades and the noise quiets down, it's your impact that will echo. Make sure it's one worth remembering.